Hey, and what is going on, guys? It is Smiley Man here, and it's Under here, as you guys know. And today, we're actually gonna say we're sorry for not uploading earlier because we've been actually having some trouble with some schoolwork. But anyway, guys, as you're looking at your screen, this is actually a Modern Warfare 3 gameplay, which we're actually gonna be talking about Black Ops 2 in this one. But I'm gonna first introduce the gameplay, of course, and then we're gonna get right into the topic. So basically, guys, it's actually a double MOAB fail. I managed to get one mob, and I die on my 20 kill streak. Right here, you're gonna see in a little bit. I'm gonna die in my 20 kill streak, and then I'm gonna get my 24 kill streak, and I'm gonna get a mob, which is actually considered a double MOAB fail. That's just the gameplay, guys. So anyways. So guys, I actually got a really good Black Ops 2 gameplays that I wanted to bring you, and every time I got a good one, it just doesn't seem to save in theater mode. Maybe the gameplay is 10 minutes, and I got like a really good gameplay, but it only saves like 3 or 4 minutes of the gameplay, and that's actually pretty bad. They need to fix that in theater mode in Black Ops 2. Exactly, guys. So anyway, we're gonna get right into the topic since we haven't been uploading lately. We're gonna get into like a pretty fun topic. I think you guys are actually gonna enjoy.
It's Black Ops 2 things people hate about Black Ops 2. Things that
Top 10.
It's more than 10.
I think that's about 10.
So it's just things that people like hate about Black Ops 2, like what happens to them.
Exactly, guys. So we're gonna start off. I'm gonna start off by just introducing the first one, which is actually the lightning strike. Now let me explain what I'm talking about now. The lightning strike, you guys know, is a kill streak, which, it's pretty quick. That's why it's called the lightning strike. So basically, this number one thing people hate is when they're going on a good streak. They're going on a beautiful streak. They're just running around, they're rushing because they know they're doing great. And suddenly this enemy just calls in a lightning strike. You know what I'm saying? Just calls in out of nowhere. And since it's so fast, you don't have time to take cover.
Now to all he says, like before the lightning strike hits, all he has time to say is probably like warning or attention or whatever he says before the lightning strike. Because I have in Spanish in the game. Well, all he has time to say is one word before the lightning strike already hits the ground. And like whenever you hear just somebody say something, you like try to dolphin dive or something, but you almost always get hit if you're like by your teammates or by the person who used it. And if you're on a good streak, that's one of the things that most like pisses you off.
Exactly, guys. So going into number 2.
Number 2, guys, is actually it's one of the things that I mostly hate, which is actually the Hellstorm missile. Well, when you become the magnet of the Hellstorm missile. And what I mean by this is when somebody uses the cluster bomb, like the cluster bomb, they use the Hellstorm missile and then they blow it up to use like the small little Hellstorm missiles, the cluster bomb. Even if you're like kind of far away and you're like on a good streak trying to run away, one of those tiny little dots of the cluster bomb that you will see on your mini-map will actually start following you while you're running away. And like 95% of the time, it's going to hit you, one of those tiny little bombs, and you're going to die. And that's just one of the things that I mostly hate. It's just really, really bad.
Exactly, guys. So going on to number 3, we're going to be talking about, I think this should actually be number 1, because this is what most pisses off all gamers in any game, which would be campers. I mean, campers, guys, they're everywhere, mostly in Call of Duty. And basically, I believe they suck because they're players who do not know how to rush. They're just players who, they suck, so they have to camp. They have to be aiming down their sight and wait for somebody to pass by for them to actually get a kill. One kill in like the whole match.
Here in this house.
Yeah, no, I'm not exactly camping. I'm talking about camping like sitting in the corner, aiming at one spot the whole time. Here I'm actually moving. I know where they're going to be coming from, so I actually know.
And another thing that we're actually going to like put together with campers is snooze. Like whenever you're on a good streak and you're rushing towards their base or towards their flag and domination, and suddenly there's this noob that doesn't know how to play, that he's just back there like camping in his base, and you don't even see him because he's camping and he kills you while you're on a good streak.
That's not exactly what I meant by noobs, guys. What I'm actually trying to talk about with noobs is when you're a good player and you're playing, you basically base your gameplay on what you think other good players like you would do. So basically, you're going through the side because you know they're going to be maybe in the house or on the other side because that's what you would do. And you find out that there's this noob not knowing where to go. And he passes right by you, like in a place you would never expect because that's not what a good player would be at. And he manages to kill you. That's what I mean by noobs. They don't know how to play, but they manage to actually kill you in occasions where you would whoop them. No doubt about that one.
And another one, guys, is whenever you have. No, this is a UAV without Ghost. And this is just one of the things that, you unlock Ghost at level 55.
And that's what sucks right
When
there.
somebody calls in a UAV, you just feel like, oh, they see me on the radar, I'm probably going to die. But another thing with this is the Hellstorm missile. And now if you do have a Ghost, and there's a teammate beside you that doesn't have, Blind Eye. If you have Blind Eye, and one of your teammates doesn't have Blind Eye, and you're like beside him, when they call in a missile, it's gonna kill you too.
Exactly, guys. But what I meant about the UAV without Ghost, I mean, you get it at level 50. What was it? 55?
Yep.
The last level on a prestige. So that's crazy. I mean, you're basically playing the whole time you're playing. If you prestige, the whole time you're playing, you don't have Ghost. So basically, in every single match you're gonna do, you're gonna be on the radar, which kind of sucks in Black Ops 2 because I think that was a really big fail to put Ghost on level 55, especially when they took some power off of it. They underpowered it to say it somehow, which means if you don't move, they can actually see you. If you're like a camper, they'll see you, which I actually like that. But it's still 55 is still way too much level to be able to put Ghost.
And then the one I said that when somebody has Blind Eye beside you, when you have Blind Eye and your teammate doesn't have Blind Eye, and then a Hellstorm missile comes and hits the player, tries to hit the player without Blind Eye, it'll kill you too. And that bothers me. Although I don't use Blind Eye.
Yeah, you already said that one. So
this one's actually a pretty common one. And
exactly, guys. It mostly happens to pro players who are used to reloading all the time, which is called killed while reloading. Now this basically happens to most of you guys because I bet you guys are pretty decent players. Anyway, what happens here is whenever a player, a good player, whenever he shoots, even if he shoots one bullet out of his, I don't know, like 30-round magazine or whatever, he tends to reload. That's just how pro players play.
But the thing that actually bothers me is, like, I shoot and I don't kill him. I know he's beside me, and I don't have many bullets in my mag. And now I'm thinking two things at this moment. I'm thinking, should I try to go for him with the bullets I have left, or should I stay here while he's beside me, but in cover, or try to reload? And every time, I don't know why it happens. Every time I think to myself, okay, I picked one. I'm gonna reload. Right as I'm reloading, he pops out and kills me. That is the thing that I most hate.
Yeah, that.
In Black Ops 2 or any Call of Duty.
Exactly. That just sucks, right? They're like popping out of someplace, like hiding and then popping out. That gets me super bad. Anyway, guys, we're gonna go right into a one-on-one battle right here, which is actually what I'm talking about. Is you have an advantage, right? If you're a better player, you have an advantage against someone. You're in a one-on-one. You're shooting him. He's trying to shoot you. He doesn't start shooting you. You're shooting him before he even starts looking at you.
You hit him in the body, like you get some hit markers on him before he even starts shooting.
Yeah, you start getting some hit markers, a lot of them, and suddenly he turns around or whatever and shoots you just one time, and gets a lucky headshot on you,
and then you die.
Instant death right there. So
that's also like one thing I hate. And then shock charges. Every time you try to enter a house or something, you better watch out to the sides of the door or the ground, because there's almost always either a bouncing Betty, which is one of the things I mostly hate, or shock charges, which that second of shock people will come out and kill you.
Yeah, because it's giving out your position where you're at, and it actually stuns you, so that actually sucks. And those are actually two overpowered accessories to people using that's crazy.
And then, guys, the hunter killer. If you're the objective of the hunter killer, it's actually a really bad thing, because you'll start hearing beeping, like beep 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 or something, and then you're the objective of the hunter killer, and he's going for you.
Exactly. So there we go, MOAB right there. I'm just shouting out MOAB because I just got it. That's something crazy right there.
And then the Guardian, guys, by objectives, there's almost always going to be a Guardian, and it's one of the things that we hate too. And guys, we just wanted to say that we're going to make a part 2 to this video, which is probably going to be called the top, or most hated things in Black Ops 2 or something like that. And it's actually going to be like a skit, like a gameplay of all these things, and it's going to be actually a pretty good video.
Exactly, guys. So this gameplay is about over, and I think we mentioned the top 10 things we hate, and I think most of other people hate too, so that's basically it. We still had some time left, So I don't know what we could just say, you know.
There the screen went black because we didn't move the controller for 10 minutes.
So hope you enjoyed this gameplay, guys. We won with a victory of 80-77 thanks to my MOAB and all those tags. So till next time, and peace.
Bye, guys.